Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to Revenge. It's time for revenge. Hope you're ready. How's it going? Moon, welcome in. Hey, Kiki. Revenge. Yeah, revenge. I need revenge. Yeah, I really wanted to stream this week, but I couldn't. I just couldn't until now. I'm also having stomach problems right now. So if I need to take frequent breaks, that's why. I took some medicine, so hopefully I won't have to, but yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if I caught something from somebody over the weekend, or um I went outside and did a bunch of yard work for the first time this year, and I didn't do anything in the fall. I didn't rake any leaf. Well, I raked some leaves, but I didn't do anything. So I was outside a lot today. And then I immediately came in the house needing water, and then I decided to eat a ton of fruit. I ate like 2 pears, an apple, 10 grapes, and like 2 oranges within like 30 minutes. Yeah, I washed them. I mean, I rinsed them, I guess. I don't know. I don't think any of it was like rotten or anything, but the pears, it's not the same. Wait, I have to wash my fruit with soap? I thought if I just rinse the fruit, it's fine. It's considered washed. Was I supposed to do I wash my hands by rinsing them? Well, I mean, I washed my hands before I ate the food. I washed my hands with soap, and then I grabbed each thing before eating it. I rinsed the fruit off with water. I'm not supposed to wash the fruit with soap, right? Is that a thing? Have I been doing this wrong? I know like some apples have like a wax on the skin so they don't deteriorate faster. I try to get as much the best way to get that stuff off is by using lemon juice. But I didn't do that. Oh shit. I didn't know. I mean, I could try it. Yeah. That I don't know. I've just never done that before. I mean, I don't see why it would hurt anything. Maybe that's why. I don't know. I also wonder if it's because I don't remember what I ate for breakfast. Oh yeah, I just had cereal. I just had a bowl of cereal. And then I went almost like all the way up until 3 working outside, and then I just ate a ton of fruit. So maybe my body was just like, what the fuck are you doing? I ate a ton of fruit and drank a lot of water at the same time. Maybe that's what happened. Yeah, I took some like Pepto, like liquid, the liquid pink. I feel a lot better now. I should have done that hours ago, to be honest. Yeah. So far, so good. Yeah, I did a lot of shit today. My trees dropped so many sticks, dude. Like I have a fire pit that's kind of like built in. Like I have a concrete patio and there's a fire pit with like it's like built into that about like maybe it's like a foot and a half deep or something just into the ground, and then there's like bricks around it that come up. I filled that entire thing with sticks and I was just jumping on it to like crunch it down. So the next fire I have, it's just gonna be like huge. Because I have like a big ass chest in my like behind my shed full of sticks. And then there's also another like plastic tote bin in the shed full of sticks as well. So I was like, man, well, I have enough fucking sticks, dude. Got enough sticks. Um, hey chat. I'm gonna be right back. God damn it. Hold on. Give me like 5 minutes, dude. Fuck. Okay. My problem, chat. The problem is, uh, so I ate all this fruit, right? I also ordered Chipotle, like a Chipotle burrito, and I ate all this fruit, and then I started having issues, and I'm like, well, shit, this burrito's on its way. So I should eat it, right? I ate it anyways. Oh, Corn Dookie, welcome in. Cow, hey, how's it going? It's gonna be a real chill stream today as I go back and forth from the bathroom. Dude, I hope it's done. I swear to God, dude. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I don't know if I'm like I caught something and it's just now starting from somebody over the weekend, or I I ate a bunch of fruit at one point today without eating anything else. I don't know what's going on. I ate a bunch of fruit and then I started like feeling weird, and then I ordered Chipotle and I was like, well, that shit's on its way, so I might as well eat it even though I'm having issues. And I did. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Struggling, man. But I wasn't able to stream all fucking week, so I want to hang out. Yeah, dude. Oh, dude. Uh, they have this new honey chicken for the Chipotle. That's why I got it, man. They have this new honey chicken or whatever. It's fucking good. I don't know if you have it in your area or if it's like a test thing. I don't know. Yo, got Domino's? That probably would have been smarter. I should have got Domino's. Oh, your roommate got? Yeah, dude, it is good. It's fucking great. It's probably like the third time I've had it since it came out. Just keep going back. Hot honey chicken, yeah. 5 cheese? I don't know. I don't remember. Uh, so my Chipotle order is actually I've been using the app for like years. So I order the same thing every time. So I just like reorder without looking at it really. This time I just changed the regular chicken to hot honey. Oh man, you should try the hot honey chicken. It's fucking awesome. Preferably when you're not having stomach issues. I mean, or do it, or just do it. That's what I went for. Do I regret it? Ask me tomorrow. Ask me tomorrow when like my stomach is keeping me up at night. That's also why I'm streaming, because I'm like, dude, I know I'm not gonna be able to fall asleep right now, so might as well. Might as well hang out with the peeps. I mean, Kiki, that makes sense that you've never had Chipotle, because like, why would you? Why would you ever get Chipotle in Mexico City? That makes no fucking sense, dude. Oh, you can't have spicy food. Oh man, dude, how do you eat food? How do you survive in Mexico if you can't eat spicy food? Dude, I had like their Mexico's regular Doritos, dude, are like spicy as shit. I was there and I was like, I just want to eat some fucking Doritos. That shit was like spicy, man. Like I think the US started making spicy Doritos and that's just like normal Mexico. My coworker brought some spicy Doritos in and I didn't know and I like ate one out of a little bag and I'm like, dude, these are like spicy. Like when I had them in Mexico and I looked at the bag and it was like it said spicy. And I was like, "Oh, shit. That's kind of cool." But that spicy logo is not it's not there, dude. It'd be like going to Italy and getting Pizza Hut. Man, if you did that, if there was even Pizza Huts in Italy, uh it would be like Italian style. It wouldn't even be, you know what I mean? The ingredients would be different. So like if you go to like Subway in Italy, it's different because of like different ingredients and stuff. They're actually like more like panini style, you know what I mean? Because there's just panini shops everywhere. I lived there for like half a year or whatever. But yeah, I visited Romania like a little trip and I got KFC in Romania. Completely different, dude. There's like KFCs everywhere in Romania for whatever reason, but it was like totally different. It was fucking good. Also, the KFCs were I don't understand the culture of KFC in Romania and shit, but like I went to a KFC and it had marble flooring and like marble columns and like there was a DJ in there and people were like people I guess hang out at fucking fast food places as like hangout places. It's fucking weird, dude. It's so fucking weird. Everything here is spicy, not even the hot chocolate. Oh, dude, I believe it. Yeah, like spicy chocolate. Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, dude, every like your fucking water is spicy, man. That's why I'm asking about how you're alive. Mexican chocolate is good. Yeah, yeah. Hell yeah. Aztecs used chocolate as a currency back in the day. Did you know that? When like the rest of the world didn't have chocolate, they used chocolate like cocoa as like a currency. Isn't that crazy? Did I have a drink? What do you mean? Like I had a beer yesterday. Maybe that's why my stomach is fucked. I haven't drank in like a long, like probably like a year and a half or something. I don't know. KFC 15 years ago was like a preview of how bad all chicken would be after COVID. Oh my god. Dude, it's I mean, certain KFC places, dude, like they don't change over the oil to like deep fry the chicken. And that's the issue, I think. Lucky if the restaurant or the place I'm ordering food has like the salsa on the side so I can ask for it. Oh my god. What the fuck? Oh, no. None of that. There's been enough of that today for a whole year. Dude. I'm trying to slowly just drink more water. Hopefully that does something. Oh yeah, you got IBS? Holy shit. So yeah. You gotta stay away from the garlic and onions and like fucking everything. Yeah, man. Did you have to do like the FODMAP elimination diet shit to figure out that you had IBS? A lot of my friends have IBS. I haven't had Sprite in a while. No, undiagnosed, but I've had all the symptoms my entire life. Just gotta mind what I eat. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, if like if you eat something and it feels like there's a fucking alien in your stomach like clawing its way out, that's fucking IBS, dude. It's not fun. I didn't have IBS, but there was a point in time in my life that I was allergic to a lot of stuff, like a lot of foods, and I had to get allergy shots every Monday for like 2 years straight. Um, but yeah, that's how I felt when I would eat something I was allergic to. Holy shit, man! Like I thought I was dying for real. I would just be in fucking pain, like unable to move, just like holding my like trying to massage my stomach, dude. I fucking remember this for like hours, man. Sucked. Garlic, caffeine, dairy. Yeah, I'm lactose as well. Finding a Kangala in wilds at the moment too. So these fart effects. Yeah, dude. It's like 4D fart effect. That's so funny. Yeah, it's weird, man. I don't know. Like I don't know if my allergies were brought on if I had them. I don't know if I had allergies my entire life or if there was a certain point where I just wasn't eating certain things. So my body like didn't know how to react to it. I don't know because I got all the shots and then I was like better. But then I started eventually eating more different things. And so I don't have that many issues now. Oh shit, ads. Ads. Can burp and nobody can hear me. Oh, damn, I should have went and got more water. Do I have any in my fridge? Welcome back. I'm gonna look in my mini fridge real quick. See what's in here. Oh, oh, there is a water. Nice. I was like, I see a soda, but like, I feel like the caffeine would just destroy me. I found some water. It's like a mini water. Yeah. Whatevs. Yeah, I don't know. I did some yard work today, clean up some sticks. I went on my roof because I was gonna like fill in this hole so like bees and shit don't get in. But I couldn't find it on the out. Like I can see it in the garage, like looking up because there's like some light. I got on the roof. I'm like, where the fuck is this thing? I'm in the right spot, and I just couldn't see. I don't know. I got all the way up there, and then the fucking shit that I bought like a year or two ago, like didn't fucking work. Didn't come out of the can. It must have been like dried in there or some shit. So I climbed on the roof for no fucking. Well, then I decided to clean the gutters. So I guess that needed to be done anyways. Geist, welcome in. Holy shit. Yo. How's it been? How's been life? Damn. I haven't seen you in like forever, dude. Busy? Hell yeah. I mean, no. I mean, yeah. You're normally at work right now? Huh. Wait, did you get a new job? Is that why? Ah, okay. Is it better than the last job at least? Pros and cons? You're trying to get out of it? Oh shit, dude. Ah, man. Dude, I literally the number one reason why people leave jobs. It's not the amount of work, dude. It's the fucking management. If the management is shit, dude, people leave. Easy, like that's straight up the only fucking reason, man. So fucking true. Yeah, man. I used to work at an art center and I was like, I mean, right out of college, like I went to school for theater and right out of college, I could not find a fucking job. So I had to work like fucking factory jobs and like just bullshit jobs that like, I'm sure you all heard this story before. Anyways, I worked at the art center for like a few years and yeah, I had like, I wasn't getting paid that much. And I had like three fucking jobs there, but I liked it. And I did it so well at that job, and I was working so fucking hard, doing all this shit. And then as soon as the executive director retired and a new person came in that sucked ass, I immediately was like, fuck this, I'm out. And then COVID happened, so, you know, they eventually got rid of everybody anyways because of COVID, but you know, my whole fucking reason was like she started and I was like, yo, I kept emailing her and I was like, hey, I want to meet with you because, you know, you're new at this position and you should talk to each of your employees one on one to see where they're at. Because it was somebody that worked there and then she went away. She applied for the job, didn't get it. And then somebody worked there in that position for a couple months. Then they left because it was too much work. And then she came back, like the original like person came back. So I just wanted to meet with her and be like, yo, since you've been away for like a year and now you're coming back, we should meet so we can like talk about where we're at, what the last boss like was working towards, shit like that. I emailed her like 3 or 4 fucking times over the course of an entire year. And she just was always like fucking busy and being like, no, we can't meet. Like, how the fuck? Like, my office is like fucking right below yours, dude. Like, but yet you're gonna have all your friends, like, you're gonna invite all your friends that you know in the city to come and look at your new fucking office and job and like be a snarky bitch about it. Like, you know, like after I noticed what was going on, dude, I was like, I'm out of here, man. This sucks. You suck. She eventually got fired too. The board eventually fired her ass because she didn't do anything during COVID. She just sat around and did nothing while other places, other live. So like there was a theater there for like live performance and stuff. There was also like rooms for art classes and things. So you can like sign up for like, there were, you know, we had multiple teachers on payroll, multiple classes like traditional painting, oil painting, sculpture, like ballet classes, like tons of shit. There was stuff for kids too, like summer camps and stuff. Anyways, we had live performances. We had a theater that we would rent it out. So during COVID, yeah, nobody was going to the building. Nobody was renting it out for shows and stuff. So it's like, what do you do during COVID instead of just sit on your ass and do nothing? You convert the space into virtual and you buy a bunch of cameras and you live stream fucking shows and you sell tickets. That's what the other theater I worked at did. It's fucking possible to do, but she decided to do nothing. And you know what? If they would have given me a fucking raise when I asked for it, before, like instead of me leaving, I would have been there to fucking help them throughout that whole entire process. But they got fucked because I left. And it's funny too because I think right before she got fired, another guy left that I actually like. I kind of burnt a bridge with them when I left the first time because it was bullshit, you know. I was promised like we were all promised like a decent fucking raise from the last boss that was there for like a year or whatever, however long she was there. Because like she was a really good finance person and was able to cut costs and be like, we don't need this printer, this entire giant ass Xerox machine that we have to pay monthly for and pay for like tune-ups, and the ink was expensive as shit. So she was like, let's get rid of this printer and get another one that's, you know, suits what we use it for, because we don't need this entire giant ass machine because we're only doing whatever. And yeah, we cut costs for that fucking printer, shit like that. Anyways, she saved up tons of money for all the people that were there. She was like, that was her goal. And then she left because it was like she wasn't getting paid enough. She took the job because she wanted to do art stuff and try it, but like she was like, I can't. I have to go back to my old job and have better salary, which I get. But so all that money that she that was supposed to be meant for us, like the 5 employees, went to the new person, the new old person. It's very complicated, chat. So she was getting paid a fuck ton of money to do absolutely jack shit. So eventually the board figured it out. But yeah, you know, I went and applied, and I was talking to her again. So I was like having an interview with her, being like, dude, like, I know I left kind of shitty before because, yeah, I was getting paid absolutely nothing. But I was like, I know this fucking building like the back of my hand in the dark upside down, dude. Like, you should hire me for this fucking job because I know I can do it better than the guy that was here before. And yeah, she never fucking contacted me back, and then she got fired. So she had two opportunities. Because yeah, dude, I fucking work hard. Probably too hard. Especially when I'm like passionate about something. There's like, yeah, man. I'll just do that shit in my sleep. Like right now, I should be sleeping, but I'm like, stream. Fucking stream, man. It's very unusual when coworkers become your friend. I'm not saying it's impossible, but in any case, it's very rare. What about you guys? Yeah, I mean, so my job now, so when I went and interviewed at the art center, like tried to go back, I don't remember if I had this job. No, I think it was in between. I was trying to get out of my previous job. But anyways, the job that I have now, dude, I think I'm at the point in my life where I don't give a shit about, like, I don't know, like acting a certain way at work to try to get a promotion. You know what I mean? I always like, yeah, I would do my work, but I would always kind of act like, oh man, I know there's like a game, a hierarchy game that you need to like be a certain way in front of certain people to hopefully move up. I don't know, man. That shit never worked. I have a feeling like moving up in one organization is so fucking hard, man. Because nobody wants to, I don't know. You have to be in a really, really big organization. So I see it now in my current job because it's a big organization and I see people get promotions and stuff. But like, man, dude, every other fucking job in my entire life at smaller places, you would never see that shit. Like, people would bleed for a place to get a promotion and it would just never fucking happen because they don't want you to get a promotion, because if that happens and you move to a different like position, then they have to hire somebody else for that spot again, and they'd rather just pay you nothing and just make you do more fucking work. Like, it's so fucked. But I don't know. So yeah, the job that I have now, I basically went into the interview. I didn't really give a shit about talking about myself and the stuff that I am good at. Because honestly, like, they should have fucking looked at my resume before bringing me into the room to talk to them. Is my thought. But anyways, I was just myself, and I straight up during the interview, I was like, you guys, if there's like office drama or like bad blood between coworkers on the same team, I don't want this job. So fucking tell me now. And they were like, no, there isn't. And I'm like, all right, I'll you know, we'll see. But honestly, dude, there isn't. And it's fucking awesome. Um, it's weird. It's like the first fucking place that I've ever I don't know, man. Like my boss, I don't see her like I see her as like she's really fucking smart and she's my boss and stuff. Um, but like I just fucking talk to her like a normal person. Like, you know, if I'm like not doing well at something, I'll tell her and be like, I'll be like, this, and this I'm good at, but like this other thing, man, I just really fucking hate doing it. And then she'll try to like give it to somebody else or like whatever. Not every time, but like it's smart. Like she knows everybody's strengths and weaknesses and stuff and allocates work depending on that. So I work with like a bunch of other project managers. And like, yeah, we're on the same team, but we don't necessarily like the work that I do doesn't affect my coworkers, I guess. So I think that kind of helps a lot too. It's not like working retail where, you know, if I am on cash register and I don't mop the bathroom while I have no customers, then it can affect other people leaving at a normal time because somebody will have to mop the bathroom or I'll have to do it later on. And then people will get pissed at you, right? Like that shit doesn't happen where I'm at cuz we all kind of have our own shit going on, I guess. I know it's weird. Yeah, yeah, we just talk like we're fucking normal human beings. And like our weekly team meetings never have anything to do with work really. Like sometimes they do at the end, but like we just all come together in the same room and just like talk about stuff and it's like crazy. But it fucking works, dude. And like every other place needs to understand, you know? I don't know, man. There's a lot of shitty managers out there. Yeah, man, retail and like food industry, man, that's like a whole nother fucking beast, dude. Like that shit's intense. Yeah, it's bizarre, man. It's bizarre how people become managers and then like stay in that position that are just like awful. It's weird. It's like the people higher up, like they want their managers to be assholes. It doesn't make sense. Like you can manage people and not be bad at it. I don't know, man. It's just it's dumb. It's dumb, dude. And honestly, like trust the people that you hired to do their job. That's why you fucking hired them. Yeah, true. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that. Yeah, 100%. They're the only option. They're the only asshole that will stay. He lets us do our thing and understands that we end product needs to be done. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm not saying, Cal, I'm not saying that like your boss just like doesn't know what the hell they're doing, but like they're busy doing their own shit, right? So like trust your employees to do the stuff. You know what I mean? Don't sit there and like here's the thing. Every single micromanagement manager, like a manager that micromanages, I immediately wonder, how do you have time to micromanage me right now? Shouldn't you be doing something more important? And I swear, dude, every single micromanager like that, dude, they're just, I don't know, man. They're just really shitty fucking people. I don't know. Dude, ah, my last job, dude. These two people were running this department for the longest time. And then they hired three people to kind of help with stuff. I was one of them. Um, they were both, it was like we had two bosses. They were both, and they didn't get along from previous years and stuff. So we got into some shit when they hired us before we even knew it, man. But yeah, everybody eventually left and I was like the last one, and I'm like, I don't know. Like the first guy that left, he fucking warned me. He was like, you need to get a new fucking job, dude. Like these people are nuts. And like I kind of looked, but like I didn't. I should have, like, more so, because eventually everybody left and then it was just me and them, and they just fucking destroyed my mental health, dude. Got to the point where like they wanted me to send them tasks, like all like stuff that I was doing every single day. Like every single email reply that I sent to people, I needed to like list every single fucking thing. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? I straight up went to HR and I was like, these people need management training. I'm peacing out. Like, why do you think we're all leaving, dude? Like, why we're not just all leaving because like we got better opportunities, dude. I remember years ago when I used to work in retail, after 3 months, I got promoted to co-manager. I was dumb enough to accept the offer. To be honest, I shouldn't have done it since the payment was the same as being a, oh, yeah, yeah. Yep. Manager would always put me to do his work. Coming late, the worst thing that he did was coming late while drunk. And after I got pissed about it, I reported him to our supervisor. And he didn't do shit. After almost 6 months, I quit. Yeah, dude, isn't that something? Isn't that something else too, man? If you are underneath somebody else in the hierarchy of things and you're like, you try to report them, dude, it never fucking works, man. So as I was saying, when I went to HR about how I had a list, dude. I had a list of like just emails that they sent me of just, the thing that would happen would be boss letter A, boss A, there's two bosses, boss A and boss B. Boss A would tell me to do something, And then right after, boss B would tell me how to do the same thing a different way. So I thought, oh, this is an update on this task. They talk to each other. This is an update. I would do the task boss B's way. And then when it's done, boss A will be like, why didn't you do it this way? And I would be like, well, I did it boss B's way because that was the most recent one. I thought that was the updated, version of the task. And then boss B would deny that they ever told me to do it this way. And I'm like, I was going fucking mentally insane. I was like, what the fuck? And so I had to fucking track all their emails to me and send those to HR. And even after that, HR, they always sided the management, like no matter what. And I'm like, all right, you do your thing. I'm fucking leaving. I'm giving you this. I was straight up was like, if you're not going to do anything. And she was like, the HR lady was fine. She was like, I get what you're saying, but she was like, this isn't going to like change overnight. And I'm like, yeah, I get that. But I was like, I straight up like knew I was leaving. And I'm like, I just want the next people coming in to like have a better time because I'm leaving. It's just fucking wild. Oh yeah. Yeah, it 100% gets worse for you because when you report somebody that's higher than you, that person that's higher than you will attack you any fucking legal way that they can within the work realm. They did that to me too. They like had me do just like this fucking evaluation assessment thing that was like, if I don't do well after this, then like they have grounds to like fire me and shit. I'm like, okay, you fucking assholes. Yeah, then fuck, there was this other time too, man. Uh I went I went away for vacation for like a because I wanted to use my vacation before I was leaving, right? I went away for vacation and as soon as I came back, it was just like a normal weekly meeting. And I got in there and they had like all these higher up people in the meeting and it was like they were like attacking me in the meeting. And I'm like, what is going on here? I stopped. This is like at the point where like I also like I think this job too was also when I just didn't give a fuck. And I stopped the meeting and I was like, what is going on right now? I was like, I just got back from vacation and you guys are just fucking attacking me for all this other like dumbass shit that I made mistakes on or whatever the fuck. And like I'm not doing this. Like I'm leaving right now. And they were like I think they were fucking shocked that I said this. And they were like, "Well, this is going to go on your HR record." And I was like, "Good." I will also talk to HR after this because you didn't fucking have the meeting on the calendar stating that you're going to destroy Nye today. It was just a normal fucking meeting. Ads again. Dude, I'm getting fired up. Get fired up, man. Wait, did you get double ads? I don't know how fucking ads work on Twitch, dude. Just gonna rage about work. Then I'm not gonna sleep. I'm gonna be so mad. Welcome back. I guess I don't. They fucking Twitch changes ad shit all the time, man. I don't even know what my settings are, to be honest. It's weird too because, man, if I ever want, not that like I'll ever get to this point, dude, because I just don't see myself having enough time. But if we would ever get partner, like pushing for partner, there's certain settings and things that you have to do to like get to partner or remain partner, I think. Like I think you have to stream at least like 2 or 3 times a week, which I used to be able to do. But I think you also have to run a certain amount of ads or something. I don't remember. I remember seeing another VTuber's list of like it was basically like things that you want to do before you apply for partner to show them that you would be a good partner, essentially, and that you have time to do this. And I'm like, well, I can't. Yeah, I can't do that. I can't. Yo, Gabu, welcome in. How's it going? Yeah, I don't know, like what. Wait, is the split better for partner though? For subs? Is that like literally the only thing? Number of subs. Wait, what? They changed it? Oh, what the fuck? I didn't know that. It's not 70-20 anymore for partner. Holy shit. I remember like I've seen recent posts of people talking about how partners like pointless. Um I just never looked into it to see if there was anything beyond like the subscription split. But I was like, yeah, I mean that seems pointless, but I also saw Twitch. There was a Twitch post like about a month ago or something that they wanted to I don't remember what it was. It was like they wanted to create like a place for partners, or they were trying to add more stuff to being a partner. But I don't think people really were excited about the updates or whatever. And that was the last I heard of it. How have you been? My new work schedule destroys my ability to watch streams. Oh my god, dude. That's like everybody here right now. Even me. We all fucking feel that right now. We were just talking about just work in general and shitty bosses and all that good stuff. But yeah, that's why I'm streaming right now, because I just didn't have time during the week. I used to be able to stream like 3 times a week, chat. Now I can barely do one. It sucks. But you know, hopefully shit gets better. I'm lucky if I can do 2 a week. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, even I used to watch streamers and VTubers so fucking much, dude. And then I became a VTuber And all my time is allotted to just trying to be a VTuber and trying to hang on to this by like a fucking thread, dude. So I also I just don't have time to watch other people as well. It sucks. It's weird. It's like I don't know. I'm an artist. I've been drawing since I was in the first fucking grade. Like since I was like 6 or 7 or something. In my entire life, I didn't even go to school for art, like drawing and stuff, because I never wanted to, I don't know, turn my hobby into work, because I didn't want to hate what I loved. And like it kind of I kind of see it a little now, because I used to watch all these streamers all the time, and I fucking was like ecstatic, dude, about VTubing and stuff, so much that I became one. And now it's like I feel so siloed because I don't know. I don't have time to watch what other people are doing, but it's like the same thing. I don't know, it's weird. Dude, that's what's up. Started watching at work and hiding my phone in my bra strap so I can listen. Yeah, Kiki, I don't know if she's in chat still, but every time I stream, she watches me while she's at work. And then like, oh, you're here still? I didn't know if you just like went to bed or something. I feel like you would have said bye. Kiki, you're not working still, right? You're not doing a double shift. Are you home? Hopefully. It is Sunday. You don't work Sunday, I feel. Or do you? I don't know. Not today. Okay, that's what I thought. You don't follow anybody that streams during my. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, and I feel like it's weird too. So 2 jobs ago, it was during COVID lockdown, and like there was nothing to do at my job. I worked at a library that was locked down and wasn't letting people in except me and my boss and security. I don't even know why I had to be in the fucking building, to be honest. Um, but yeah, I would watch fucking VTubers like during work, like every fucking day. So yeah, I did that for like a year or something. Yo, princess! Welcome in, princess. How's it going? How's it going? Hi. But yeah, I used to watch VTubers like every day for like a year during like COVID lockdown, during work. And like, you know, obviously I've gone through 2 other jobs. My schedule's different, but I feel like everybody that I used to like really watch, I feel like they also changed their schedule to like they start streaming, I feel, when I go to bed. Cuz I feel like I don't know, every time I try to look, if I have time to like, oh, I have time to like see who's streaming or whatever. Um like nobody's ever live. Like the people that I want to watch. I don't know, it's weird. It's probably just me. It's probably just me being too busy and just not. I don't have notifications set on my phone anymore for like when people go live on Twitch, because I just follow too many people. And it was just getting, I would just have to sit there and fucking swipe my phone all day long. No wonder Masmi gets grumpy with you. Well, Masmi streams when I'm at work, and I can't watch people at work anymore with this job. LOL me. Dude, yeah. You stream every time like I go to bed. Like except right now because I'm like, fuck bedtime. I really wanted to hang out this week, but I just couldn't. So that's what we're doing right now. Let me I'm just gonna look at my meetings tomorrow real quick. Just to mentally prepare. I have 4 meetings. They start at noon. Noon to 4. I think that's just why I'm so busy with work. Because you have like all this meeting time, like you're just in meetings, meetings, meetings. And then it eats into your production time to do anything. Like Fridays for me, chat, I'm in meetings all fucking day back to back and I have no production time whatsoever. So all the shit that like people are like, oh, it's Friday, we gotta like, people fucking wait, dude. They wait until Friday to like try to like get people to do shit. It's fucking weird. And that they'll fucking send me so many things on Friday and I'm like, I can't do this until Monday. I'm in meetings nonstop. Oh, the 4 isn't even like, Friday is fucking stupid for me. It's like, man, my first meeting, I think, on Fridays. All my first meetings are usually at 10 a.m. Um, I wake up at 9. And then I just kind of like make tea and try to wake up for the first hour. Uh, then I'm in meetings from like 10 a.m. to like 5 on Friday. Especially right now, I'm taking this class that goes until May. It's like a training, ADA compliance for websites training stuff. It even overlaps meetings that I should be in, but I can't do them. Fucking dumb. You do web dev? No, I don't actually. I'm a project manager for like healthcare research. But because Trump is Trump, and the NIH is like frozen and shit or whatever the hell's going on, my job is 100% funded by the NIH. So I basically was not knowing if I was gonna have this job. But I think it's more secure now. Uh, but now they're my work is kind of switching gears to try to get grant money from not the NIH and from other stuff, other places to like pay all their employees. And so now my time is allocated to other things, which are kind of like brand new to me, like stuff that I don't really have background in. Well, I kind of did in my last job a little bit, not to this extent though. Um, but yeah, I manage our website and stuff. But I don't do like coding, I guess, if that makes sense. They have this system that I can go in and kind of like alter stuff, but I don't have to mess with coding. But yeah, they're basically like paying me to do this ADA compliance class And then when I'm done with this at the end of May, they're going to want me to go through every single like piece of every single page of the website to see if it's like ADA compliant. Um and my job isn't to fix the pages, but my job is to make a report on the things that are broken, and then they're going to hire, probably contract a web developer, and then we'll give them that report to fix everything. So it's kind of crazy. Like I did ADA compliance for website stuff, my last job, like a little bit, but now I'm really understanding all the different stuff, like color contrast, like like say you have text, you have black text on white. It's a far enough contrast away from each other color wise that like you'll be able to see it. So if you did like a gray, like a really light gray on white, that contrast would be not ADA compliant because you can't fucking see it. Stuff like that. So I also have to go through every page with like a screen reader and make sure the screen reader makes sense for if blind people are accessing our website. There's just so much shit, dude. It's a lot of stuff. Yeah, it is cool. It's definitely cool. It's just a lot of steps. You have to analyze like every single element of a web page. Alt text for images. What else? If you go on a web page and you zoom in like 200%, 400%, if the text moves to where you can still see it, that's a thing. If it doesn't move and it overlaps, that's like not ADA compliant. What else is there? There's other stuff. Like if there's videos on the page. I don't know. It's a lot. I have a list. I'll just go off the list. Dude, my eyes look sleepy today. That's because I'm like closing my eyes and like rubbing my face, chat, as I talk to you. I think I'm getting a little tired. But I want to hang out. I want to hang out. I want to hang out because I wasn't able to. Princess, what did you do this weekend? Yeah, chat. You're putting me to sleep, man. 8:30 p.m. here. I'm freaking tired. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, dude, where did I work? What job did I have that I was working like 13 hours every day? Besides my current one. I'm not, it's not 13 hours every day. But there was a job. Which one was it? No, there's no way it was the factory job. Played Monster Hunter and slept a lot because of fever, and I played games with friends for birthday. What? It, wait, was your birthday this weekend? Oh, okay. I was like, how the fuck was it your birthday and I didn't know? Birthday is May. I think it's on my calendar. I put everybody's birthdays on my Google Calendar. It's not. What's your birthday? 21st? Flamingo color is everybody's birthdays. Okay, it's on there now. How many jobs have I been in? Holy shit. Uh, I need like a pen and paper. Is there any more? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there's. Hold on. I'm writing mine down. They're out of order now because I forgot some. I've only been fired from one job. I've had 13 jobs. I'm on my 13th job, I think. Yeah, I've done a lot of shit. A lot of different things. They fired you because of your illness? That tracks, dude. That tracks with everything that we talked about before you got in here, dude. It's so fucked. Oh, wait, no. Oh, dude, I'm forgetting some shit. Hold on. I Oh my god, dude. I forgot like 5, 6 years of my life. Hold on, I'm not done with my list. How the fuck? I forgot like every theater fucking thing I've ever done. Which I only went to university for it, or you know. What the fuck? Shit. Okay. Um like my campus job too. I'm just gonna put uh so I was doing odd jobs like that were I'm just gonna add it as one job. Like going to different like concerts like here and there to like set up lighting and stuff. It wasn't like a part-time or full-time. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna put it as one job. Oh yeah, and then there's this one too. Fuck, dude. Uh, this theater job. Okay, let me retally. $17. Fucking ads, dude. Turbo. Bam, do you have turbo? Are you the only person that can hear me right now? Whoa. Everybody sucks but you. You're the best. Don't tell them. Don't tell them it's a secret. Welcome back, everybody. The best people ever. Yeah. What secret? You'll never know. I spend so much time on Twitch. Dude, you do. This is fact. Okay, chat. Now that we're back from ads. It's a secret. Okay. I've had 17 jobs. I'm gonna go through them. These are not in order anymore because I messed up and forgot some. Yeah, dude. Dude, here's the thing. When I get into a job and I realize that management sucks, which it always does, I immediately look for something else. If I find out that there's nothing that I can learn about a job for my professional development, I leave and find another job. Yeah, it's not about just getting money, dude. Like I want to keep growing to get better money. You know? All right, here we go. Here we go. Uh I worked at a machine shop illegally when I was 16. That was my first job. Um yeah, dude. I was so hell bent on like wanting to work. So I was like the only person. I was in the 8th grade. I had a job. I remember this kid like came up to me and was like, "Oh, that's a cool ring. Did your mom get it for you?" And I was like, "I bought it with my job money." They were like, "Oh, what?" Anyways, machine shop. I worked at Kmart. Um, I worked at an engineering place for like a county. That was a fun job. I had to take a company vehicle. The government paid for the gas. And they gave me these big ass, like plotted, printed out satellite images of the entire county. And we had to drive around and check every address in the county for ambulances to make sure they were accurate. It was a cool job. There was this Middle Eastern guy that owned this drive-through where we would pick up cigarettes while we were like underage, but he'd sell them to us. And then we would just like drive around and smoke and like check this stuff. Good time. Um, I worked at a chocolate factory. Yeah, we would just smoke like cigarettes and like black and milds and stuff, like little mini cigars and stuff. So like every day we would go to the drive-through and just fucking load up on stuff. And you'd get like fucking energy drinks and shit too. Yeah, I used to smoke. I don't smoke now. Oh, was that the story when I was so my hair IRL chat used to be like down to my waist. Is that the story where I was at a party and I inhaled my like smoke real fat the hair? Yeah. That's the story. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what happened, dude. There was like a strand of hair that was in front of my mouth and I inhaled really deeply and the hair just shot down my fucking throat and I just pulled it out like a fucking long ass spaghetti noodle. It was so gross. It's not long anymore. Sad. I had to get it cut for one of my other jobs that I'm about to list here in a minute. Um yeah, so after the county job, the engineer job. Yeah, these are not in order though. Chocolate factory job. Worked at a chocolate factory. It's not as cool as it sounds like. The only thing cool about that job was uh I would go to the belt where the chocolate was immediately like made and like still warm, and I would sneak a piece. I would eat it because it tastes totally different as soon as the shit is made, opposed to just sitting in a packaging and then being shipped to a store, sitting in a store, and then you buy it. Yes, 100%. I got tired of the same. They had like they had a couple chocolates that were like their staple things, and one was like peppermint and shit. And like, holy fuck, dude. Yeah, eventually, like, you get. I never wanted to eat chocolate. I do now, but like, there for a long ass time, I was like, I don't want chocolate, man. I just can't. Yeah, dude. That was fucking gross. And also, like, they would play the same fucking radio station every day. And, like, I had a joke with, like, this other guy that they were, like, doing an experiment. Like we're all hamsters in a cage to see, like, how many of us go insane and, like, just eat each other or something. Because, like, even the fucking music every day was, like, the same. I wanted to, like, fucking crash out and drown in a vat of chocolate. Um, yeah, that's the downer when somebody works with food and the smell and they don't want to eat. Yeah, yeah, it just ruins it. Not the situation with my brother since he's been working at a pizzeria for almost 5 years. He's not even tired of smelling pizza, and even on his day off, he eats pizza. That's funny, dude. Like, it must be just pizza. It's just pizza, dude. Pizza is like god tier food. Maybe you can just like get away with it. That's the only one. It's the only one, dude. Pizza. But yeah, that job that sucked. I was on the I was on the I'll talk about this for like a little bit longer before I move on, but during the interview process was like they wanted to see how many like chocolates that you can put in like the little like cuppies and then put it in a box. I'm like, oh, I can do this really fast. And I did it because I'm a gamer, right? I was like, I was super fast at it. I think I was the fastest person out of like 20 people. And I was like, in my mind, you know, young me, I'm like, man, maybe I'll get more money because I'm fast. And no, that's not how it works. I got paid the same as everybody else, but they put me on the assembly line belt that was like more work. That's what fucking happened. And like I was there, and I was at the very end actually. Like people were putting the candies in the boxes, the little boxes, and I would take the little box and shove it through like a shrink wrap thingy at the very end. No, I don't even think I did that. Somebody else did that, and then I put the box in another box, and then I taped through, shoved it through the taper, and then put it on a pallet, I think. Anyways, my first day, the fucking machine stopped working, and these little candy boxes, dude, I shit you not, were like flying at me, and I didn't know what to do with them, and I was stacking them like crazy, like a fucking pyramid on this pallet, just like without the packaging, like the shipping box. And they were just fucking piling up, and I was like super fucking anxious, and I'm like, what the fuck is this job right now? So I demanded to be taken off of the assembly line because I was like, I have a college degree, dude. Like, can I not do this and like be a material handler? And then they reassessed, and then I became a material handler like third fucking day. Um, which then my job became pulling a pallet jack that was like thousands of pounds behind my tiny body, like back and forth all day. And I'm like, fuck, what did I do? I'm getting paid the same. Noble, welcome in. Used to work at a Pizza Hut. Also got bored of pizza. You offered pizza to Burger King employees and say, you want to trade? Yeah. That's funny. Gonna make tea, feed doggy? Yeah. But yeah, so my thighs got super jacked. Like, it's weird, dude. Every single job that I ever had, a different part of my body got super muscular because I was just like using that every fucking day. I never had like a toned body all around my entire life, but it would just be like one body part. Like part of my body would just be like super buff, and then like my next job, like those muscles would go away, and then like other stuff would happen. Really fucking weird. Yeah, so like my Kmart job, uh I worked outside in the garden area, so I had to like load mulch into people's trucks. So my abs were like crazy, dude. Like picking up mulch on a pallet, like on the ground, and like carrying it to somebody's truck and loading up like 20 bags of mulch like every day. Jacked abs. Then they went away. Then the chocolate factory happened. Jacked thighs. Pulling pallets that were, I think, the highest poundage, because I'd have to push the pallet of all the boxes of chocolate onto a wrap thingy that would also weigh it, and I'd have to write down the weight on it. Because the trucks can only carry so much weight, right? I think the I think the heaviest pallet of chocolate was like 35K or 3,500 pounds. It's like 3,500 pounds. $35K would be like 35,000. No, I said that wrong. 3,500 pounds. But still, that's like, that would kill you if something like just sat on you. Like it wouldn't even have to fall from a height, you know? If that thing fell over on me, done. Okay. Yeah, so enough about chocolate factory job. No, but I'm going through all the jobs that I ever had in my life. It's like, it's a list. That's what we're doing. So you know, for all the new people lurking too. Yeah, chocolate factory. Uh, Not as fun as you expect. No Oompa Loompas. Uh, the funniest thing during that job. Oh yeah, there was a deaf guy that worked there, and I knew some sign from one of my friends in theater was learning sign as part of like her curriculum. So it was cool because like when I got that job, I knew some sign from her that I was able to talk to this guy, and nobody else could. So that was fun. Um, yeah, they really fucking missed out on like letting me go too. They were like, this guy's way overqualified. Like, and other people on lines were like, why the fuck are you here, dude? And I'm like, I can't get another job because I was in school for like 4 years, and like I can't even work at McDonald's because they were like, you didn't work for 4 years. You have a degree. We can't hire you. It was fucking weird, dude. It was a weird time. But yeah, I remember like Bernie, welcome in. I remember God, what was this dude's name? There was this really short Mexican dude that was fucking hilarious that worked in the kitchen. He caught the kitchen on fire one day. And I was like pulling some chocolate to the other side of the factory. And Oh, what was his fucking name, dude? Yeah, I saw him at like fucking bolt from the kitchen, like to external door of the factory, and he was like, "The kitchen's on fire! The kitchen's on fire!" And I was like, "Oh shit!" Like I was the first person that saw him, and then I saw some smoke coming from it, and I'm like, "I'm following this motherfucker out of here." So they had to like pull the fire alarm, and everybody had to like leave and stand outside. um, yeah, good times. All right, next job. I worked at a plastic factory, like injection mold stuff for like maybe a week. That place also, like their injection mold machines caught on fire twice, and I had to like go outside and not breathe in poisonous fumes. And I'm like, okay. My boss has like two fingers missing. Maybe I should find a new job. And then I did. Then I worked at a carpet cleaning place. That was fucking interesting. Going into other people's homes and just seeing how people live of all varieties, dude. Like from like hoarders, like hoarders to where like they would call you out, and then when you get to the house, they're like, we're like, we can't clean your carpet because we can't get to it. Like straight up hoarders to where there's just a path to walk, and there's just shit everywhere, like to the ceiling, like crazy. And then, people that are really dirty, or, have a bunch of animals, all the way to like super rich people. I've been into like really big ass mansions, like a house that had like 5 bathrooms, dude. Like I'll never forget it because it was like a maze trying to like navigate through the entire fucking house. Yeah, the dude had like a library like equipped with like books on the walls, and like he had a globe and like shit like that. Stuff that like crazy big libraries have. And then you would do and then that was like nicely furnished. Whatever he did, he had money. But then like you would we would roll up to like really big houses, and then like they would be completely empty. Like you knew that this person put all of their money into the house, but there was like no decorations. There was like some furniture, but it's just like open and there's just nothing. So it's just interesting, like people's decisions and choices and stuff. I would never do that because why have a bigger space that you have to, it would just take too much time to take care of. I'd rather have a smaller place like I do now, and just save money for traveling or whatever. But anyways, um yeah, that was an interesting job. um the hose, so like the engine of the car is what we used, and then the hose would connect to that all the way through that, like to the cleaning thing that you use, like the tool, all the way through the house. So I was like the technician that had to like roll up the hose, put it in the car, and then unroll it for each job. So then my arms, like that shit was heavy as fuck. My arm muscles were like the biggest they were ever in my entire life from that job. But my thighs were gone. My thigh muscles were gone from the chocolate factory. But I had awesome arm muscle. I always am like, I'm getting paid to work out. That was like my mentality sometimes. Yeah, dude, like it is. It's 100%. Yeah, some people like they just have a car, like a souped up car, and then like that's it. Man, I saw some like really sad stuff too. Like, um, like we went to a really big house that had like a lake next to it, and then the guy just went through a divorce, and his wife just took everything from him. It was 100% empty, that place. But he's like, I got the house. I'm like, fuck, dude. We were like, we'll do some extra carpet for you because that sucks. But who knows? He could have been a shitty guy. I don't know. Okay, so after that job, I worked at Aldi. Probably the best. Like, Aldi was a lot of work and it's retail. So, like, customers are kind of difficult, you know? But, like, I still shop at Aldi. I love Aldi. And honestly, dude, I recommend working there. Um, it's a lot of work though. If you can do it, I did it for 3 years. Thanks for the boop. I did it for 3 years, and then you make more money than minimum wage, and then your retirement goes into stock for Aldi. So like, I put in a bunch of like money into Aldi stock essentially that has like grown over the years for my part of my retirement. Pretty cool. No place fucking does that. Um Worked at an art oh, let me go back to I worked at some haunted houses. Those jobs were fun. I worked at like a haunted corn maze. Haunted houses just like scaring people. And like this is when my hair was like to my waist too, so I definitely utilized that. Have I talked about that before? Dude, I don't remember. Yeah. Um when I was going to college, I worked at an art gallery while I also worked on plays. So in between class, I would go sit as a security guard in an art gallery so people wouldn't steal shit. I had a bunch of like different odd jobs after college, like working at like music festivals because I did like lighting and sound and stuff. Um, I've done. I was I was a spot operator for Kendrick Lamar at some point. He was like touring with DJ Aoki, and I was his spot while he was on stage. So I just had to follow him like as he was walking on stage, like walking around doing his thing. Um, and then I worked for like a lighting company, so we would just drive to different places and do different like different shows, different music festivals, set everything up, tear it down. Uh, and I kind of like my goal graduating in theater was to get a full-time theater job somewhere, but like that shit doesn't exist unless you're like in Chicago or like California or something. You know what I mean? Um, like somewhere big that has that shit. But then, you're not guaranteed a job because they have all the people hired already and there's just super competitive. You have to be like the best of the best to get a fucking job. So I was like, well, I can work wherever there's a stage. But that shit was rough, dude. Because then you're just doing like contract job and nothing's stable, and then you're just fucking driving all over the place and like working shitty hours in rain and fucking sleet and shit if it's outdoors. Like, not ideal. Um, yeah. Other job. Worked in an art center, finally. We talked about that earlier. Welcome back, princess. I worked in another small theater. That job was neither full-time nor part-time. It was like intermittent, and I could just basically go in whenever I wanted. I could be like, "Oh, you guys need help with this." I'll be there. I haven't worked there in like a while though. I think I'm still employed technically. I haven't been there in like 3 4 years, but I think I'm still in the books. I think if I emailed them and been like, "Hey, you guys got anything going on?" I think I'm still able to like be an employee and like work something. It's kind of funny. What else? I worked at a library. This is after the art center during like COVID lockdown. Worked at the library. I worked in special collections. So all the really expensive ass old ancient fucking decrepit falling apart books down in the vault underneath the library, that's where I was. That shit was crazy. I saw like $1 million book and they had like 5 of them. But the book was like, picture like a poster on a wall, like a movie poster. That's how big the pages were. So there's no way in hell you're walking out of that place with a giant ass book and not getting caught on camera. But those were like $1 million fucking books. But they mostly had like, I worked with like a lot of like special collections curators there. So like this one dude was like, he specialized in like medieval manuscripts. So he would always order. I was part of like the ordering process too. Like they would order stuff that they wanted and I had to put the order through like with the business. Ah, fucking ads, dude. Hey princess, you're the best. You're the best. How's your tea? What tea did you make? Did you get food too? Vanilla chai? Oh, you're not lactose? Oh, dude, hell yeah. Oh, you're not. Wow, nice. I am. I have to do like substitute. I always get oat milk. Nice, dude. Yeah, like if you make mac and cheese with oat milk, it's not the same as like normal. Yeah. Are we back from ads, guys? You're back. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I had to order stuff for the special collections curators. So like this guy, I mean, he would buy stuff from other libraries and like private collectors and stuff. But like one page of a medieval manuscript would be like thousands of dollars. but there was a lot of like really, the vault was basically filled with really fucking old Bibles. More than anything else. Yeah, I dealt with like, yeah, dude, like these books were so fucking old, man. The like every time you touch them, like crumbles would come off. Like there would be no way around it. Like shit would crumble. And they're like kept in a certain temperature down in the dark, locked away. So like the special gloves um are only used for certain stuff. It's actually better. So here's the thing. Like you if you put the gloves on, it's kind of harder to like turn pages and stuff, which means and the fibers of the gloves will like touch the page and like fuck it up. So it's actually better. Like everybody thinks that like you gotta use special gloves and stuff, but it's actually better to just use washed hands. Wash your hands really good so you don't have any oils on it, and then just use your hands because you're more. I mean, you're more dexterity. You know what I mean? It's easier. Like you can do it more accurately to like not fuck shit up. Yeah, I thought that was interesting too. I mean, they had the gloves, but after studies showed that it's just better to it's better to use like just wash your hands and then go through it, you know. But yeah, that was during COVID lockdown, and we were getting updates about COVID when nobody knew about COVID, like every fucking day, every week, on like how COVID survives on paper. Like it was crazy, dude. They did so many tests on like how long does COVID survive on like the outside spine of a book? How long does COVID survive on a piece of paper inside this depth of a book in this temperature in the dark? Like it was so much fucking data. Like it was crazy. But yeah, that was a cool job just because, you know, I could go in the basement by myself and just like look through stuff because we didn't have anything to do because it was fucking lockdown. Nobody wanted to come in. So I just wandered an empty ass, big ass library like by myself. Just walked around, looked at shit, watched fucking VTubers all day. Brother just arrived from work. He's watching me, watching with me the stream, and says that your mom's cool. But yeah, your tail's very distracting. Dude, this is... It's there for a purpose, man. It's supposed to memorize you into watching me for hours. Now you know the secret. Putting you in a trance. Watch me now. Watch. Ever heard noises or something scary? Uh, yes. Probably my own imagination, to be honest, though. And like, dude, if you were down in the stacks like of special collection, like in the basement, in between like, so not everything. Like it was cold down there, and then the vault was even colder. But some books like could be in light, so there was actually like, you know, books on shelves of shelves, and the shelves had cranks at the end, and they moved on a track. So you'd have to like move this, you'd have to crank a bookshelf away from another bookshelf to like open up a pathway so you can get to a book. It was kind of crazy, dude. It was like a fucking puzzle in a video game because you could make a maze within that stuff. And there was parts where if somebody cranked the bookshelf backwards, you could get trapped in certain places. You could get trapped in like weird ass corners of like the fucking basement, and then like, yeah, it's kind of funny. But yeah, I mean, you'd be walking, and then other people that were kind of in the building would come through too, like silently. They would fucking scare me if I like saw them. I'd be like, dude, I didn't know you were in down here. I started hearing shit. Um, there was a there was an entire I think 3 or 4 aisles of just fucking Playboy magazines down there. Like there was so much unnecessary like shit that this fucking library had too. They even had like off-site storage as well. Like they have so much material that they don't even fucking need it all. Nobody even knows like how much shit they have. I almost wondered, before I started being a VTuber, I was in that job when I discovered VTubers. And I always thought it would be cool. I don't know how I would do it though. Because they have a collection of really old manga. So like manga itself, chat, it's not just like anime comic books, right? The word manga is like anything printed in Japan, basically. Like a poster from the Edo period would be considered manga if it had like characters on it, like illustrations and stuff. Like they have really old fucking manga, which I think would be so fucking badass if I could stream that stuff somehow. Like I don't know how I would have to like, I don't know, do see if I can like request it, go into the special collections like room, because you can request anything and look at it. I don't know if they would allow me to like take pictures and stuff. No, we did allow people to take pictures. I don't know if they would allow me to live stream and like talk to you guys while like, because it's supposed to be like a quiet space, you know? But I always thought that would be really fucking cool and something like unique that I could show you guys that nobody else can show you. Just like we can just like look at old Japanese prints and stuff. But if I had time like a normal human being, I would definitely look into that. Yeah. Yeah, the Playboy mags are high value. I'm sure some of them are, dude. That's why they're down there. What else was down there that was really cool? I don't know what the contents of the books were, but there was like some really cool like a big ass decrepit book that you'd think a wizard would have, that would have like iron like fixtures at the corners of the book, and they have like a giant iron latch on it that you'd have to open in order to like open the book. There's some really cool shit down there. And then some stuff was like inked in gold, and like somebody handwritten this shit somewhere, like, you know what I mean? Somebody drew like these images with by hand. Like really cool shit. I have some pictures on my phone. I could maybe I could do that, chat. Maybe we could have a stream. If I have enough pictures, maybe I'll come back and do a stream, and I'll just like flip through them and we can check them out. I think that'd be cool. Yeah. You think I'm not gonna take pictures of shit while I'm down there by myself? Of course I am. I'll have to find them. Yeah, I think that'd be a cool stream. We should do that. I don't know why I never thought of it before. Anyways, back to my list of jobs. What else, man? These other ones aren't as exciting, I don't think. Yeah, I think that was basically it. The job after the library was still kind of COVID times, and I was just doing everything like everything was virtual, like meetings and professional development for people. That's the job that I had the two bosses that sucked and micromanaged, and everybody left, and then they picked on me because I was the last one. And then my current job now. Yeah, so I think that's like everything. It's a lot of fucking jobs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 jobs I've ever had. Yeah, a lot of different things. And you know, you pick up stuff in every job that you ever work at that you keep using, like, I don't know, like wrapping cable. There's a certain way to wrap like a hose or like a really long cable. If you do it correctly, you can just hold one end and just like throw it out and it will not be tangled. You can just like chuck the thing and it'll unravel and not be tangled. Like that shit I learned from the carpet cleaning job, and then like obviously all my theater stuff. But yeah, now I do that with my own extension cords and shit in my house. Just little nifty tricks. All right, chat. I basically talked about jobs and working this entire stream, but now I have to go to bed so I can go to my job tomorrow morning. From jobs going into jobs. I don't know, man. We'll see how I feel. I'm gonna take my temperature, honestly. I feel a little weird. Maybe it's because I'm up right now. Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, I'll schedule it in the Discord when I just like we'll flip through like I'll have to like collect all of the images of the old books and stuff. We'll have to go through it. Maybe I'll I don't know. I wonder if I had to have taken a picture of all the Playboy magazines on the shelf and like sent it to my friend. I think I did. Just like slot it in, you know? Yeah, it'll be fun to go through that stuff. Yeah, I do need to get more water. All right, chat. It was fun bullshitting. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. Yeah. I don't know if I don't know if the book thing will happen next stream, but soon. It'll happen soon. It's cool. All right, chat. Peace out. Have a good one. Till next time. See ya.